Hi, Daniel here from DanTools, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about terrain from OTSS. This is the bread and butter, right? So this is the most important HDA. So we need to talk a little bit more about this and see how you can get the desired output. I'm going to explain each settings here, right? So you understand the whole how HDA works, right? But before that, I like to show you the new update. You're gonna have it for free if you already have buy the HDA. This is 1.1, and this is new with some changes, some bug fixes, and the most important is now this supposed to support 1 meter per pixel in Europe, right? In most, not in most countries, in a few countries basically. For now, I think it's 6 countries. So in the future we have more. But here is the example, like here, 1 meter per pixel, right? It looks amazing, really good, really clean, right? You can see here. And basically also another important thing is like now you can get a bigger area, right? And now this is 8 kilometers and you have 8,000 pixels, right? Because previously with 1.0 you can't, because it was limited by the server. Now I'm downloading each tile and then merge it together, right? So you can get bigger area. Of course, keep in mind you have to have a good PC, right? Good hardware, right? So, but I think under the 8,000 pixel, 8K is fine in most cases, right? Yeah, this is the new update, and you can see looks amazing, like a really good one. Of course, the satellite color map is not so good because this is 10 meter per pixel, right? But yeah, anyway, keep in mind that this is you will have this one. It looks amazing, right? And the location, if you wonder, it is this one. Let me go to the location, which is load JSON file. I'm gonna explain this everything, right? Just be patient. And the location is here. Go here. Here's the location, right? How this location is called? I think it's where is this location? Oh, yeah, right. It's Corsica. I think it's in France, right? Yes, in France, right? So, by the way, this has a really good data. I like it. Also, Spain also has a really good data. Mountains, if you like mountains like this, like me. If you are like me, I like this kind of stuff. So go here. Anyway, yeah. So keep in mind you're gonna have this update, right, for free, right? Here is the update, like this one, right? Poof, and we have. You can go here, here. But let's start fresh, right? So let's start fresh. Let me delete also this one or rename it so the HDA doesn't see it for now. May I need it later. Let's do refresh, right? And now we'll start fresh. Let me save, and now let's start fresh. And the reason is because there is some, you have to do something in the beginning when you start with HDA, right? That's why I'm doing the restart, so you know. So the most important thing when you start the Houdini first time and you add this HDA, right, and you expect like you can see like open, right? Most of the times it works right perfectly fine. You don't have any issue with navigation, right? But just keep in mind sometimes it will open for first time and it will be very laggy, you know, like it will be very slow navigation. You can't work basically, right? In this case you can kill it and reopen it, and it will work perfectly fine, right? Just keep in mind this is the important one. For now, I try to fix it, yeah, but still has some issue, right? Just keep in mind. Yep. So let's start fresh. Now, when you create, let me delete this one. Create new HDA. When you create this HDA, you just get this UI, right? It's basic UI. I try to do it simple, not too complicated, right? friendly user interface. So basically you have one button, open geo terrain tool, right, and you have other settings here for height map. But let's start with from top down, right, from this one, because this you want to see first time, right? Open geo terrain, which means like open the UI for the terrain, right? And in this case you have this UI, right? Just be aware from version 1.0 you had NASA here. Now we don't have any more at NASA, because I think it was my mistake to add NASA there. It doesn't add any value, right? So at least for now, right? So and it makes the tool more complicated, so I remove it. In this case now you have the LiDAR, right? You can see like a LiDAR, right? But let's start from here. So this is satellite color map, right? Sentinel is Europe, from Europe. You have this is globally, right? You can go here and view the location, the desired location in globe, right? Really cool. And most of the time doesn't have cloud. Okay, sometimes here I think it has some clouds, but or it's no, I'm not sure. Maybe it's no. But if you are in US, you could go here. Like this is US, and yeah, black because we're not in US, right? Here's US, right? So this is very high resolution. Let me go to US. So go here, US. Now we are US. This is very high resolution color map, really, very high resolution. It's I think a 1 meter per pixel and less. It's very, very, very good. Like you can go too close and see the resolution. Like it's amazing, and it's for free, right? You don't need to pay anything. It's from government server, right? Look, amazing. Compared to this one, yeah, of course, right? Just keep in mind this is just for US. Unfortunately, not for Europe. No, Europe, not yet. Yeah, next is the OSM data, OpenStreetMap data, right? You may need some to see the roads, the names, right? This is useful. And the new one is the LiDAR, right? Let's go to Sentinel and LiDAR. LiDAR, if you click this, it will show you the high resolution LiDAR, right? We have England, sorry, 1 meter and 10 meter pixel. If you can go here and you can see, you can write 10 meter pixel and 1 meter. You can go here. Now by default is 30 meter pixel, but you can overwrite, right? And why 30 meters per pixel? The reason is because there is some settings here. I'm gonna show you in a bit, right? Just keep in mind. By default, because you need. By default, it's 30 meter pixel because I like to work this tool to work in globally, right? Because sometimes, not sometimes, but if someone needs other places, so you know, high resolution doesn't exist, so it makes sense to add this 30 meter pixel, right? Yeah, as I said, here's the high resolution. You can go here like England, you can go Netherlands, click here, and it will navigate you to the location. Just keep in mind, like this one is just a box, doesn't mean all the data exists, right? In some cases, you will see some weird, tile issue. Doesn't mean that doesn't exist there, the data, right? Just keep in mind. So. May exist here, may not exist here, right? This is just the country, basically, like where this data exists, right? And we have another six. We have six Europe country, right? You can go France, right? And this is good because now you can get very, very high resolution, and free, basically, because there is mostly government service. And here in Netherlands you can get 0.5, which is amazing. I have tested a really good one, like a really nice resolution, right? You can go here and select, but this doesn't have any mounting in Netherlands. I never been there, but I don't see any mounting here, right? Yeah, so again, LiDAR if you need high resolution. If you don't need, click it here, it will go away, right? Now let's go here. Now you have UI scale, so you can go here, right, and scale it if you have high resolution monitors. Now you have the coordinate, right, like Mapbox, In Houdini, the same thing. You can put your coordinate here, and yeah, the same. Also, another you have the size. Basically, you can also shift drag, which is amazing. Like, because I remember when I was using my box, I was limited to the zoom level, right? And but now you're not limited to anything in this case. Like, you can go here, you can shift click, right? And by default, also a new update is like, I will force you. You can see here, I will force you to output integer value, because it works most of the times, and it will not give you any error most of in Unity basically, but also in some other engines. But in Unity it will give you error if you have floating points like 0.1, right? But also you can put it 0.1 just in case manually, right? And by default, if you shift click, you will round it the number, right? Now you can also put the Google Earth coordinate. Let me show you Google Earth. This is also very useful, because if you need to see 3D in Google Earth, and you can go here, right? And basically go here, select your desired area, right? Maybe let's go here. I don't know. Maybe I like this place here, right? And in this case, you can copy this value here, coordinate here. Also the last one, 372 meters, right? Copy, Control C, go here, Control V, and you're in the same place, right? Very useful, right? You are here now. Okay. Now, then height map, which is height map, right? You have, of course, if you need it, of course you will need it, right? By default, it's check one. By default, other maps are not, and other data are not selected, but you can select color map, you can select OSM data, right? But before here, you can, by default, as I said, this is 30 pixel, right? But you can overwrite it. If you are here now, you can say, okay, now I am in England, I think, I'm not sure. But you have 1 meter pixel, right? You can go here, and now yes, now we have 1 meter pixel, right? It will override basically 2 kilometers. It will give you 2000 pixel, right? It makes sense. And also now you can select color map if you need, right? So basically by default it's 4K. You can do it 2K, 1K, but keep in mind it will give you the max from the source, right? Even if you put 60K, it will not give you, because it doesn't. If the source doesn't have the 16K map, it will not give you, right? That's why I put it 4K, because most of the time 4K is more than enough for generating splat maps, right? Now we have OSM data. You can download roads, buildings, and other OSM data, right? In this case, yeah, by default is this one. So yes, so now if you select apply to Houdini, it will create the new folder based on HIP file, right? Which is, in my case, is on title, basically on desktop, right? And it will create a new folder there. You don't need to do anything here, but if you need in different places to add this data, you can create another folder here or whatever you like, and it will download there, right? Just keep in mind. But in my case, I will download in my HIP file. So let's say I apply to Houdini. Let me go 30 meter pixels, so to save some time, right? Let's go here and apply to Houdini. Now it's downloaded the maps. Let me show the satellite color, and here we are, right? The same. Also, you can see the same data, but I don't think we're gonna have anything now, because it doesn't. Oh, there is, yeah. Of course, there is no building here, right? This the middle one is OSM data. You can see here there is the terrain, and this is the all attribute, which means for attributes like the paths and other necessary data for the splat maps to work, right? You can see the details and all the like kind of also kind of attributes, right? And these are important because we will need this only later, right? But for if you need only the height map, you don't need this one, right? Okay, so we covered this one, everything is fine here. Now if you open it again, and now if you need to go back to this place, you can load JSON file, go to your cache, here is load JSON file, and now you're back, right? You're back in this place, right? Why? Maybe because you need now to download different source, or maybe you need something else, right? So you have option to go back, right, in time. So yeah, I think we're okay here, right? Again, keep in mind, like shift drag your desired location or coordinate or Google Earth, Google Earth coordinate, right? Close it for now. Now after this we have a refresh. This sometimes if you download the same terrain, like or not the terrain again in the same folder, you will need to sometimes it will not refresh. So if it does happen, you will need to refresh so it will load the new terrain, right? Just keep in mind. Now height scale, you know what is height scale, it talks better, right? Noise to ratio, this is very useful if in some places when the data is not clean, you will do some noise cleanup. Of course now this doesn't need because this is 30 meter pixel, but in some places 1 meter pixel this is very useful. Also blur, a little bit of a blur. By the way, these are from new cops, right? So they are very fast because they are GPU, not any I'm not doing any old terrain heat field blur or heat field file. These are very very slow. So everything is on new cops. New cops. So very slow, very very fast, right? Just keep in mind. Yeah, I think we are, and this is just to show you the satellite. This is for sharp shapes, which mean it will help the video to bring some shapes back, right? Let me go back here. Let's now without it, you can see with it has a little bit, right? Of course, in 30 megapixel it doesn't look good, but if you have a 10 megapixel, it looks much better. Okay, you can add a little bit more blur, right? Okay, it's just basic help to help you, right? Now let's go to height field output. This is very important because this is the desired output, right, in the engine. In this case, by default, is the source resolution, which means in this case is 67 pixel, a small one, right? But if you need for game engine, you have to uncheck this one, and now you have to check Unity or Unreal, right? They have different resolution. You need to make sure when we export. So by default, I'm making everything automatically, so you don't need to any working like rest sample or right. So everything's automatically. And here is the output, basically increasing or the resolution, because let's say you have 30 pixel, and now of course it's very very low, and you may need to add some road here, and it will not work basically because it's very low resolution. In this case you can x1, which means by 1, now you are x2, now you are here, right? You can see it, x3 1009, and for Unity is 125, and from Houdini is 124, right? And you have also super high. Just keep in mind this is very it will give you very high resolution. If the source resolution, let's say, is 4K, and you add this one, it will go crazy. Just keep in mind. Never use this one, but in case you need it, you may need it, so you have it, right? You can see like it jumped from 128 to 8K, right? Crazy. Okay, let's keep in mind. I think we're done here. Here's some output so you can see like some log, but yeah. Now other settings are the satellite height map. Basically, if the area is too big when you select it, it will automatically switch to 90-meter pixel. This is useful if you have a very big area, right? Basically to avoid any crashing in your PC, right? You can increase it or decrease it based on your desire, right? Now you have same thing you have with same data, because now let's see here, if I do it like this 88 and now go here, now it's disabled. You can download, because also same data is really high. It's very heavy performance, right? Just keep in mind, that's why I'm putting it here, right? But also you can increase it, and now you can go here and you can select bigger area, and that's fine, right? Just making sure to to make sure like it will not crash your PC, right? This is just cut the curves here based on bounding box of the terrain, right? And the rest are basically the same as same from labs, right? Okay, so data path are the maps path, right? Basically, if you need to add different height map here, you can go and select it here, like add your this one or other one, right? You can override basically, right? Just keep in mind the same, right? This is the same like a map box to you, houdini. You can override it. Here are the dependencies, which is I was talking on the first video how to install it. So install dependencies and uninstall or see, right? You can go here, let's check it. Yeah, everything's fine here now. You can install it or uninstall it, but just remember, like uninstall, you will try to uninstall, but sometimes it will leave you some folder, so you can delete it manually in here in DanTools. DanTools here, or is here, yeah, right? Keep in mind. But you can watch the first video, right? And this one is just attribute, like I'm talking about where the source are and what you need to do, but everything here is you can use it for comedic work, and you can use it for personal work, studio work. Keep in mind a few of them, like Sentinel, they need attribute. Like if you export a color map to this one to your game engine, you have to add attribute. In my case, I'm adding here, right? You can see it, right? But also I think you're gonna add it on your final output if this for games basically, or something else. But I don't think you will never output this color map, right? But yeah, just keep in mind. You can you can read more about it, right? We're done with our settings. Now let's go to data settings, right? Map source, which means we have Sentinel, we have NAPE or US, we have awesome, right? Basically, we choose which one we need by default when we open GeoTerrain, right? Now let's go to NAPE NASA, NASA, sorry, US. And you can see now NAPE US, right? It's selected here. Now let's go here, go OSM, right? Yeah, OSM. You get the idea, right? Now, DEM source, which means a height map source, by default is from Amazon, which is 30-meter pixel and 90-meter pixel, right? You don't need any key, nothing. By default, everything will work, right? Just keep in mind, right? You can go here, go high resolution to brain, no key, right? But open topography, it will need key. Basically, it's for free. You can register for free from them, and if you select this one, now you are on open topography. Open topography for data download. Of course, now it still say OSM Amazon free, right? Because we don't have put any key here, right? We have to put key. But if I put my key here, just a second, if I put my key here, right, and I select a high premium key, basically just no, let me unselect this one. Let me go back here. I did add my key here, and now if I go here, open, now you see OT, sorry, which means open photography, right? Now you can download here from in US 10 meter pixel for free. You can download also 1 meter pixel, but 1 meter per pixel is not free. You have to pay basically subscription. But there is open topography has really nicer and clean data. I highly recommend that. Like if you need for a high resolution terrain and 10 meter pixel, 1 meter pixel US, I highly recommend using open topography. Also for other, for other places in globally, but in globally you will get a 30 meter pixel from them, right? But they have very clean data. I will do another bit to compare the difference, but the difference is huge, right? Like if you go here and select this area, and you select override, override 1 meter pixel. This is free, right? No key. So now it's not from photography, it's from from servers, from different server, right? Let me click download. So back, as you can see now, you can see this is free, right? No key, nothing. You can see it looks okay here, but here it's very bad because the data doesn't exist, and or it's not post-processed. It looks horrible here, but here it looks okay, right? Here you can fix it by going, as I said before, noise iteration, right? Do some noise iteration or some blur. Of course now a little bit slower because this is 8K, right? You can see now, oops, looks much better. And if you add sharp shapes now, it will bring back some shapes, right? If you go a little bit higher, no, sorry, this you have to we have to, yes, you can see now, right? We also fixed this one, but this still looks bad, right? Just keep in mind. Okay, but in this area only is this data. Now let's compare this one now with open topography, because I have a key, demo key from them. So to test the data, let me add my premium key. Okay, I just added my premium key here, and I selected I have premium key checkbox, so the tool is aware now of premium key, right? If I now open GeoTerrain, now you can see 1 meter pixel, and this is from open topography, right? Now it's saying also 10 meter pixel because I think I didn't check. Just let me. No, I've checked, but I have. Go here now. Let me load the JSON file. Yes, now we are back. You can see open topography on the pixel, which means 6,000 pixel, right? Let's see also here if it's 6,000. Let me go back to here, source, right? 6,000 pixel, right? Let me go back to open topography, load JSON file. Now let's download the data again. So now with open topography, you can see now with because open topography has more accurate data, and they will almost like, hey, it's like 67%, like no data exists 1 meter pixel, right? And now automatically with for go back to 10 meter per pixel, let's say okay, and 10 meter per pixel, it will look better. right, let me go to check this one, and we are 10 meter per pixel, and you can check 800 pixel, 600 pixel, yes, 600 pixel, right? Great. By the way, open topography, they use the same data, right? Like this one, TNM from, but the things they are doing post-processing, and they have the new data, right? Basically, they have more clean data, right? Just keep in mind. Now let's go to here. Now let me remove the key. Or the key. Let me remove my key. I did remove my key and uncheck. I have premium, right? Now this is for scan high resolution, US and Europe, right? If you need a high resolution, you have to check this one, and if you need 1 pixel, you have to check also this one, right? Now you can see 1 meter per pixel, and no key again. Keep in mind, no key, nothing here. Just it will warn you now, right? It will still red. Why? Because it's 11 kilometer, which means 11,000 pixel, right? Which is a very, very high resolution. That's why it's warning you. The warning is here, right? Again, same thing like other settings we did from OSM and COPS. Now, if you need beaker without warning, you can increase it, and if you go back, and here we are, no more warning, like the same thing, like just to make sure we don't crash your PC, right? Yep, that's it for this one. I mean, high resolution. If you need high resolution, click. If you need high, this high resolution means like we will need 5 meter pixel, 10 meter pixel. This one is 1 meter pixel, right? Open topography is the key. You can put the key here, and if you have a premium key, you can check this one also, because otherwise, if you don't check this, you will not get 1 meter pixel, right? And I think we're done with this one. No more. Yep, I think we're done, right? Yep, I think yes. Well, I think we're okay. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to comment or contact me. So maybe I forget something. Just always, you can contact me anytime. Just don't be shy. Contact me if you need any help. Right? I will be very happy to help you. And yeah, again, this is the new geo terrain, right? Basically, I removed the NASA. Now you have a LiDAR, right? And with one click, you can go there in different places in Europe, right, or US, basically. Very useful, right? Again, you have here the shift drag. You have also, the attributes, and we are done. Okay, thank you. Bye.